Sleep, again, it's a restorative thing, okay? We have two different systems that work together, and one of them is our circadian drive. So as human beings, we're designed to be awake in the daytime and be sleeping at night. If you are a shift worker, that gets roundabout. That is your body, even though you might manage to do it and you might think you do it quite well, it is very disruptive to all your hormones, the way they release. Often obesity and cancer are big problems with shift workers, and it can be that change in what is our normal physiologic sleep time is being disrupted. So we have this circadian drive to stay awake in the daytime and a circadian drive to go to sleep at nighttime, and they offset each other. But from the time you wake up in the morning until the time you go to bed and fall asleep at night, you've got a homeostatic drive as well, and that is a linear drive. It just gets, the longer you've been awake, the heavier this drive is, and it actually settles, it's areas in the brain that accumulate little receptors, and they're accumulating messages, and that eventually that all just is so much that you're going to go off to sleep. That's our sleep load. So this is where the circadian drive is keeping you awake during our daily one, but at night time it will also send you to sleep and keep you to sleep, because as you sleep, your homeostatic drive to stay asleep goes away. So now the circadian drive to keep you asleep stays in. So they're two little very important parts of it. So if you're not, you should wake up and you should feel refreshed in the morning. That's just how it is. If you're waking up and you think, oh my God, I just want to go back to sleep. If you feel like a truck's run over you in the morning, you're waking with headaches, you've got no energy to face the day, you need 4 coffees to get moving. This is not normal, and it's not okay. It may be that you're not getting adequate quantity of sleep. So we need an adequate quantity, not just the quality. So people who think they can get away with 4 and 5 hours of sleep a night, yes, you might be able to function and do all those things, but you're paying a price. Somewhere in your physiology, you're paying a price. So we need to look at, from an energy point of view, it just takes away that homeostatic load that's been built up. But if you have not had the good quality sleep, then that work of sleep has not happened. Your cognitive abilities can be affected. A lot of children with obstructive sleep apnea are diagnosed as ADHD. They're on Ritalin and they're on different things like that. And why are we giving, Ritalin is a stimulant. Why are we giving a out of control child or a ratty child a stimulant? Because children react very differently to adults to sleepiness, and they get naughty and they, difficulty concentrating, and they can be disruptive in the class, and, a little bit of road rage in the playground. So those things can happen, but it's because they're super, super tired. So they're given a stimulant, and the stimulant actually evens them out. But do they need a stimulant, or do they need to be assessed as to whether they've actually got a problem with their sleep? Are they mouth breathing? What's going on here that's non-physiologic? Maybe rather than just writing out a prescription, we look at the underlying cause of what's wrong. So energy, we should have it. It's a natural restorative process. If it's not there, ask why. I personally think that everybody should have a sleep test. These days you can do screenings, you can do a lot of things at a relatively inexpensive way of finding out what your situation is. Everybody has their blood pressure done. You cannot look at me and know what my blood pressure is. You also cannot look at me and know what my sleep state is like. But everybody sleeps, so do a little sleep screening for the people that it looks like there could be a problem, then go on and do the more expensive full PSGs and things like that. But this can be done. I think everybody should know their status and get good quality sleep and understand the importance that it has for your overall health and well-being forever.